welcome to Conversations with Neuvias. My name is Carol. This is lovely Marge.
I
And today we are going to do our quarterly readings today, which is going to be awesome. We're going to do the months of July, August, and September.
so looking forward to it.
Yes, just kind of see what's happening in the lovely universe.
Yeah, so
Um,
just general energy then, right? Just to generally the way things will go.
Yes. What I'll do is, like I did last time, Marge, I'll pull three cards and then kind of see what I can see. So I can kind of get more of a hands on versus if I just pull one while we're doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome.
Okay. I also pulled Archangel Michael, so I'll use him as a force to just come in and tie it up. So we're going to look right now into the month of July. So see what's going on with lovely July since it's around the corner already.
It's amazing. Time is flying.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it'll be Christmas before you know it.
True.
Then we'll be off to 2026. It's just summer comes so quickly, it seems.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Ten of Cups, Two of Wands, and then we have the Five of Cups.
Hmm.
I know the Five of Cups. So, Marge, this is kind of what I'm gathering for July. So family life is going to be really good. If you need to take a vacation, I suggest do it in July. You'll have a lot of time. You'll have the finances to do so as well. Don't have to worry about anything on the home front with family because family is going well, really good right now. So it's a good time to make some memories, some lasting impressions with whoever you think is your could be family. It could be family, anybody. You could make your own family up. So not really make it up, but you know what I mean. You can
Yeah.
get
Doesn't
your
have to be blood family.
yeah, exactly. So that's good. So July is gonna be a good month for outdoors and having fun with family and friends for sure. Things are going to be moving for you very slow. Unfortunately, I know I'm sure you're like me, Marge. I always want things to happen fast. Let's do this.
Sure.
Go, go, go. And the pace is just going to be a little bit slower than we anticipated for July. So, and it's okay. Maybe it's a break that everybody kind of needs from going so fast all the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure July doesn't slow down. Like before you know it, that month will be over, and here we are, August. So,
Right.
right. So but it is saying do take some time, some downtime for yourself. Also, don't be working so much as well. Try to find a balance there because you do not want to get sick. I do know that COVID is popping around again. So, and I want to say it's probably our weather has been crazy
All over the
lately.
place. Yeah.
Yes. So it's been a good kind of crazy though. And then also, if you're having to make a huge decision right now with somebody that you might be talking to, whether it's related to work or in a relationship, this card's just saying that the problems that y'all may be experiencing at this time will be met. However, two of them will still kind of linger around, and so some of them will get resolved, some of them will not get resolved. So with that
Hmm.
being said, yeah, so that's kind of what we have for July. March, you want to get some insight on how people kind of handle relationships when you kind of have some situations or problems with it? I know everybody does things differently.
Yeah, everybody does. And I think for me personally, it depends on if it's family or friends, right? There are different kinds of family real dynamics depending. Sometimes your blood family is a little harder to deal with than your friend families because you don't feel like you can be as open and honest with your family for sometimes as you can with people that you've chosen as your family. So I think keeping the communication going
Mhm.
and being as honest as you can about situations would be very helpful.
No, I agree. I just family can be the toughest, and there's always that tough love that sometimes you have to show people, whether it's immediate family or non-immediate family members, and so
Right.
it's that's got to be the toughest.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it is.
yeah, it is. And so the bond is going to always be there. Sometimes we do lose touch with family members because of incidents that happen throughout our lives. And it's okay because, those things just kind of happen in our day to day. So, know that they are still out there loving you and maybe thinking about you, maybe not as much, but
Right.
in the future, just if you can't make up in the physical, at least forgive them in your physical, because that goes a long way. And
Forgiveness is for you. Remember
absolutely.
that. Forgiveness is not about, there's that phrase, forgive and forget. And I don't really think the forget is such a great idea. Forgive, be aware, accept the person for who they are, and move on.
Yes. Yes. Now I completely cannot express enough that just letting those things go, because you can't be angry all the time. It doesn't serve
Doesn't serve.
anybody, you or the other person.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about that on another podcast previously, because you just hinder yourself more than you're hindering the person that you're upset with.
Yes, always.
Yes. And then of course, like, with transition, we want things to happen quickly, and of course they don't either.
True.
And it's okay. I know I sometimes get so frustrated, like this needs to hurry up and happen and just be done with, but sometimes
Yeah.
there's a reason why the progress is a little bit slower than we're anticipating. You just never know. Another opportunity might open, or something might falter to where it wasn't the right timing.
Right. Yeah, that divine timing. We had that other podcast about divine timing, and it's
Yeah,
so true.
yeah,
Things happen when it's appropriate for them to happen, when your spirit's ready and your body is ready. So keep that in mind. And if things are slowing down right now, maybe it's been chaotic for you and you just need a breath.
yes, yes. Because I know a lot of us are hard on ourselves, especially when it comes to taking that downtime for ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like push, 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 and push. What I will do, Marge, I did pull an Archangel Michael, because I just kind of wanted an Archangel Michael deck to oversee the month of July, um,
Yeah.
just to kind of, and I'll do it for each month that we're talking about. But for right now, that is kind of what we're looking for July. Nothing really crazy happening, but like I said, just get out there and enjoy those memories, share some fun. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like we said, if it doesn't go right for you or as fast for you as you anticipate. And then
Yeah.
of course, if you're dealing with problems or situations, just know that things will get resolved, not sometimes in the manner that you would hope, but they'll get resolved. And yeah, there might still be a little iffy on some aspects of that, but it's okay. It's nothing
It,
major.
it all comes around.
Yes. So I'm looking at this my Archangel Michael card. Explore your options.
Ah,
I know. So for July, I pulled my Archangel Michael, and this is what he says, Marge. And then actually it's a prayer. So it says, Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me to see, understand, and access all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose.
nice. That's nice.
Yes. So remember, prayer is very huge. So if you are going through things, me and Marge cannot express highly just a quick prayer. It doesn't have to be something excruciating.
Right. Yeah.
Because prayer does go a long way. And also, I would say with this, because maybe there is a reason why things are not happening fast for you, there's might be other options out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's a work opportunity or a new career that might pop up. Just explore your options And as always, I always suggest read the fine print if you're signing anything because we
Yes.
can always overlook that. Where do I sign? Does everything sounded so good? And then the next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, what did I sign?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, Marge, but sometimes I'm like, I get so excited and I completely forget to read the little fine print. So,
That I think everybody does at certain points, and then after you've been burned a couple times, you're like, okay, I'm reading every word of this. Every single word
yes. So just
twice.
skim through it briefly and then skim through it a second time, just if you're kind of still up in the air about it. So,
Right. Yeah, just be cautious, be attentive.
yes, very attentive. Well, that is all I have for July. Did you have any questions with any of that, March, for July? Did
Don't
anything?
think so. No, I think it was it's funny because when you picked up the Archangel Michael card, you had just said what it said
Oh,
like 10 seconds
confirmation.
before. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so cool. We just had that podcast too, confirmation. It was the synchronicities.
synchronicities. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's true. Well, we will go on to the next one. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for that lovely confirmation. So we're going to look into August, and if you're just joining us, this is a general reading. You know, don't take anything to heart. I cannot express that enough. Take with what resonates with you always, and specifically if you are getting a reading from anybody. You know, don't take everything true to heart, right, Marge?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I've had people who will take things that I say literally to heart, and on some I yes, but on other things, if it's not resonating with kind of what you're going through, then just yeah,
Yep.
alleviate it. Just let it go.
Yeah, but if it doesn't seem to make sense, don't try and wedge it into your life.
Yes, exactly. Oh, these cards are rolling,
Are they
Mark.
jumping out?
Yes, I
I
got
heard that.
three of them.
Wow.
Yes. So we've got 6 of Cups, little boy, little girl. We've got the Knight of Swords, and these just all three jumped out at me. So this is what they're looking for, like in July, and then 6 of Wands.
I like that.
Yeah. So for the month of August, you might be running into some childhood memories, or you might be reminiscing about friendship, family. Just we've all had those really good memories when we were growing up and stuff, and so it might be good to kind of reach out to one of your old high school buddies, or meet up with them. You might be at the supermarket and all of a sudden you see somebody out of the blue at the corner of your eye, like, oh my gosh, and get to talking and stuff. So it could be one of those that kind of happens this August. So you might be even doing like a reunion of some sort with high school memories or childhood memories. So that's
Hmm.
kind of nice. I really run into people from my high school. I don't know about you, Marge, but
No, I
no.
never have. Not once.
Even college, I don't. Yeah, I don't even think I remember. I mean, I follow a lot of people on Facebook, but that's the only time I see anybody at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, I've moved around too, so I don't even know where any of them live anymore. I
I
don't
know.
I went to high school in Indiana.
Oh,
So I've lived in 4 other places since then.
okay. That's yeah. If you see him, you see him. It's like okay.
Yeah.
I will say August is going to be a little challenging. There is going to be some things that we're going to have to take charge of, and I do know August is really also can be very hectic because back to school, you're trying to get stuff situated with your kids. You're trying to get yourself situated. So there's going to be some challenging challenges arising, but however, you'll be able to overcome them which is good because you just don't want to be like, oh, you will probably be at that where you want to pull your hair out and be like, oh my gosh, when does it stop?
Right.
Yes, and so it's okay. These challenges always seem to test our faith, and the good thing about it, we always overcome it. With everything going on too in the world, we do overcome it. It's like I cannot stress enough, and Marge probably hears me say this 1,000 times: do not live in fear.
No.
And it's okay. Things happen. It'll resolve itself out. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this, honestly, the Six of Wands is honestly a victory card. So even though all those challenges that you are facing, you're going to be victorious in them. So that's why I said, yeah, they come up,
It
but
all
you'll
works
be
out.
able to, yeah, absolutely work out. If you're competing in any sports or anything, know that it's going to be good if that's something that kind of you're looking forward to, or if you want to join a team or something, it'll be very victorious for you. I think the whole point of this is just for the month of August that, yeah, you'll have the challenges. Yes, you'll be able to overcome them. You'll also run into childhood memories or reminiscing, but know that no matter what we do in life, and with August as well, and just everything in general, we become victorious because we choose to become, or it's just how we are. What's what's the word I'm trying to say, Marge? Like,
I
when
don't know.
you become victorious, and you're like, you feel like you have been defeated, but in actuality, another turn of events shows up, sweetheart, and then it's like, why did I stress
Yeah.
myself out? It
Right.
worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it always does.
Yeah. And so that's kind of what.
Those things are funny when that happens, when you're just stressing out over something and it's like something very simple fixes it all. And it's like, why was I so upset?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Like, we can stress ourselves out, or, oh my God, I'm worried about this. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't, and you constantly, it's like a mindset, and it keeps going and going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
And then
just,
you're creating that experience in
mhm.
your life, not necessarily drawing the negative to you, but you're experiencing it because you're making it.
Yes, yes. Worrying only creates more worrying, people.
It sure does.
And so it'll be okay. Whatever you were putting your mind and your heart and your soul into, it's going to become 100% in your favor. So just kind of keep that in mind for August. If there's a new path you want to take and you're feeling that maybe this isn't the right choice for me, trust the universe is right. You're in the path that you truly need to be in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
Even,
do you think those three cards, so you've got the family are reminiscing old memories
mhm.
and the
Yeah.
challenging situation
Yes.
and the victory,
Yes.
basically.
Basically.
That could all be one situation that works its way through the month of August.
That's true too. Yeah. It can also happen that way for sure.
It could come up with, I just, I'm remembering a dream I had years ago. Isn't that weird? Years
Mm.
ago, I had a dream that I was arguing with my sister
Hmm.
about something that really didn't matter, but that sister stuff, right?
Right.
And it brought up all these old memories, and we went through this stuff and worked it out, talked through the
Hmm.
situations, and we each explained our side. And then in the end, it's like, oh, now I see why you reacted that way, and I saw how she reacted that way, and it was all good. So that kind of a thing could be indicated by those three cards right there
Yeah,
in
that's
that
true.
order.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to look at it, Marge. Yeah, and that might be something, you, like you said, with reminiscing with those memories. It
Hmm.
doesn't necessarily have to be childhood, it could be something that you're reminiscing too about as well.
True.
So, well, let's just see what Archangel Michael has to add for August as well. I do know too. When I looked at this card, this reading for August, myself, I was like, because everybody's really worried about what's going on with the whole Iran,
Geopolitical.
Iraq. Yeah, and it's okay. It's not as extensive as we put. If we put our energy so and emphasis so strongly on that, then that's what's going to be created.
Hmm.
And so it's like it's like a challenge for us, and know that that's going to be okay. We don't need to put so much emphasis on that.
Right.
What do you always say, Marge? The things are going to lay the way the cards are going to lay how they lay. So
Yep. That's right.
yeah, so we just keep moving and keep pushing through life. There's a lot of us that are awakening, and we're shifting, and we're not, no longer seeing that negative aspect anymore. We're trying to live in fruition and in a positive environment.
Yeah. And the more of us that do that, the
Mhm.
less of those situations there will be. And eventually there will be enough of us and enough people standing up and saying, we're not doing this anymore.
Yes,
It's going to stop.
it is. And you want to know why? Because you and your loved ones are safe.
Ah, look at that.
I know. I was like, I stopped and this is Archangel Michael, people.
That's him.
Yeah. So he says, "Dear Guardian Archangel Michael," and this is us praying, and this is how this card is said. Thank you for watching over me and my loved ones, and you could, whoever your loved ones are specifically. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith, so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful and happy life.
Amen.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to
And
have
so,
to get that deck.
yeah, it's such a beautiful deck. It's the do I have it around? Yeah, it's the Archangel Michael deck. It is a Doreen Virtue deck, so it
Be
might
hard
be
to
a little
find.
hard to come by, but yeah, it's very, very, very inspiring. And so I wanted to just say, since there is a little prayer and I'm expressing the prayer, you can always stop the video and get the wording. Because I know sometimes when I watch somebody and they're saying, say this, for manifesting or something, and they say it so fast, and I have to go back and stop the video and to figure out what the prayer was being said. So it doesn't necessarily, when you say prayer, it doesn't necessarily have to be in this exact word for word.
Word for word. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the feeling behind it and the feeling that you pray with.
Mhm. Yes.
And prayer with this just words without the feeling is not going to do anything for you.
Now, all about the intention. Always about the intention. You're pouring your heart and soul into it. I guarantee you that's gonna
Yep.
knock some doors down, and you're truly gonna
Create,
be heard.
create, yeah, create the reality that you're looking for.
Yes, yes. Because I know sometimes people like, well, my prayers don't get answered, but if you're one of those people who pray and then you constantly on it, well, how's that going to happen for me? What if it doesn't happen this way? What if it,
Yeah.
you start adding that extra energy into it?
Yeah. You keep taking it back. Don't let God work on it.
Hmm. Exactly. So just remember.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So this was for the month of August, like we were talking about. Know that with everything going on, you and your loved ones are safe. I cannot express that enough. That Archangel Michael, God's source, or whatever that faith you have, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So don't give that energy, right, Marge? Is that what
Right.
you're going to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Because it just, I cannot express that enough. So, did you have any questions with this one for
No,
August?
I love it. I think that's beautiful and perfect as usual. I just love these
Yes.
when we do these quarterlies, especially how everything
Uh-huh.
fits together. And we'll have to have another podcast just about tarot and how it works and what it is. So people that are
Oh,
not necessarily understanding it or maybe afraid of it can understand it. But if you're looking at this and seeing a prayer from Archangel Michael that matches the cards that fell out of the deck,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
and you hear her shuffle it, she's not
Oh
not
no, I
doesn't
am
have them picked out on
not
the
pulling
side.
them to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Source lets me pull what I need, what needs to be heard, and so that's kind of how I do it. My angels, guides, spirits, ancestors, I have to express everybody in there.
Yeah.
They give me the information that needs to be spoken because when I'm doing this, I'm asking, like, show us what we need to know for
Right.
whatever the case may be. So
If you're
I'm
like
like
me,
you.
when I'm shuffling my cards, I'm
Uh-huh.
focused on the question that I'm asking the whole time I'm shuffling.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I am too. I'm putting the energy into it and seeing what it is that we have to
Yeah.
and say. I know I when I also do readings on my social media too. I'm shuffling in front of the video because so people know that okay, well she's of course
Yeah.
I do it's a little differently so. August. So okay. So far we've had July and August. So very good insight. I should have probably left the cards out so I could remember, but I forgot.
Ah, we'll have to pull them off the we'll pull them off
I
the
know.
recording.
Yeah. So this is for September. So let's see what September is going to hold for us. So far, July is looking beautiful, creating beautiful memories. I do know that August is a little challenging, but you'll be able to become victorious out of there,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're dealing with for that. So,
I have a sense of excitement about September.
oh yeah, September.
Yeah. So we'll see what's coming up there.
Yes.
I didn't have
Yeah.
it till you started shuffling, so there we go. We'll see what happens.
Really? September. Okay. Yeah, let's see what the universe has to hold for us for September. I'm like you. King of Swords. Um, Seven of Wands. And then over here we've got the world. The
There
world.
you go. Yay.
Yes. So the King of Swords, if you're having to deal with somebody in authority or an authority figure for September, I know sometimes August is usually a time that people kind of start looking for work and or so forth. If you want a new career change, August seems to always be the best because the transitioning. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of transitioning. Kids are going back to school. You're trying to find what you're doing, and so anyway, with as we approach into September, there might be somebody with authority that will want to have a word. Uh, they have good intention with what they're speaking about, and this is definitely a male figure. So they do not take they don't put any gray in there. There's either black or white. There's no gray in there. So pretty
Hmm.
straightforward. Might be a Taurus, Marge. When I think about it, just they don't mess around. They're like pretty serious on everything that they do. So if this is somebody that you do come across in September, just know that they mean well, but they're also very stern in their conviction. And so what they speak and what they say is from the heart and from the truth. And so they won't mislead you or misguide you in any direction. Specifically, if you're needing help with something,
Hmm.
they will tell you exactly how to go about it with whatever situation that you might be dealing with in September.
Okay.
So, yeah. The good thing about September too, with that being said, you will be very defensive. Like your guard is going to be up. You are gonna it's like you're getting ready to go into battle again and you're like I'm on guard. I'm not I know what I need to do, whether it's you're wanting to move and people say don't do it, you don't know what you're doing, just do it. Like you it's the only one that's going to create your own world and your own journey. So just do it
Hmm.
because nothing is going to it'll be it'll be the universe will be in your favor. The universe is always in our favor, but in this manner, the universe is going to be strongly in your favor.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little defensive. There will also be a little bit of um, extreme blessings coming in too, out of nowhere. So, with that being said,
Those
yeah.
surprises with that world card.
Yes, Yes. The World card is full of surprises. Yes. So,
That's unexpected blessings,
hmm
basically.
yes. Unexpected blessings. Things are going to be going on a day to day, and don't get stuck in routine. Also, when the world does come out, sometimes we do get stuck into a routine, and then we're like, we get bored easily, and so we want to get out of that rut. And so, know that with the world, you can, there's lots of changes that can happen. Like Marge said, we said unexpected blessings that are going to come through for you. So, it'll
Yeah.
be okay. I mean, the world just, to me, she's very pretty. I still look at it as a nature card, that be sure that we're doing stuff which I cannot express enough with Mother Nature as well, because she's needing a lot of love a lot these days. So,
Yeah, definitely. Go out,
yes,
hug your trees.
yes, lots of
Thank
hugging and truth.
thank your garden.
Yes, yes. And September is also really a nicer, you don't have the extreme heat anymore, or if you live in that type of environment, September rolls in. It's a good time to get out in nature because the weather starts shifting a little bit. And
Hmm.
so, like March is getting out in the garden, doing some things that you enjoy,
Yeah.
getting in touch with nature, getting grounded, so I personally like September, March because it does, like I said, the weather starts shifting a little, unless you're in Texas and you only have two seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but those of you that do have your four seasons, I'm sure September just starts getting ready to fall into autumn.
Yeah, that's when it really does the flip. At least when I was a kid up in Illinois, it was like September would come and it'd still be really hot like the first week. And
Hmm.
then by the end of it, now it's probably not like that now because the seasons have kind of shifted a bit.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, you're wearing a sweater to school, at the end of the month. It's when your
Yes.
garden's finishing up, you're cleaning up all the yard stuff and finalizing all that kind of stuff and just kind of getting ready to hunker down for the fall.
Yes, yes, everything starts changing. I was putting the deck down at March and the moon popped up. So there's
Oh, look
gonna,
at that.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of moonlighting going on too. I'm pretty sure there's gonna probably be some really cool time for the moon cycles to transmit. So, but this, if you're single in a relationship, not in a relationship, you're gonna be out and about a lot. So it's also, and if you are in a relationship, you're still going to be out and about a lot. It's just getting out there and enjoying your nighttime life, having, whether it's eating dinner late or going to look at the stars somewhere, and I'm just throwing some ideas out there. But the moon card um, the way I look at this card is like nobody gets any sleep. You're out all night enjoying time or enjoying things at night, and as we are shifting into September, the weather gets better. We do stuff during the day, but there's a lot of stuff to do at night also. So that's why I call it
Yeah.
like you're going to be doing a lot of moonlighting as well. So I can tell you September for us, Mars, is in general is going to be a busy time for everybody. So it's
Yeah.
just going to be like everything's going to come all at once, but it's going to be a beautiful everything come all at once because you're going to
Yeah,
be, oh my
just
God, yeah, no sleep. Your friends are going to be calling hey, let's go do this. Your friends are going to be calling, let's go do this. And it's just going to be a very, very busy September.
that
So,
sounds like it. Sounds like it
yeah.
by looking at those cards. And that moon card, that when you were explaining that, it's like, so the sun's going down earlier, so that automatically has you out later, eh,
Yeah.
seemingly later. Whether
Yes.
it's really later or not is irrelevant
Yeah.
when you're going by the sun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I always like his, oh, somebody's not going to be sleeping good, but this is what it means. We're going to be so busy, like,
go, go,
you're,
go.
yeah, it's going to be a go, but it's going to be a fun go, people. You're not going to be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Even though you say that, you'll be out there the next night doing whatever you need to
Yeah.
do.
Not hectic, unhappy, busy, but happy busy.
Happy busy. Yeah. So September is going to be booming, in a good manner as well. So
Neat.
blessings, unexpected blessings, yes. You'll be a little defensive. You might be on fire and electric also. So you might also want to change your appearance too. Is you might want to take a complete makeover or revamp your house or something, because September is also a good month to kind of get rid of some old to bring in some new.
Yeah.
What are we gonna say, March?
Neat. I don't remember.
Oh, good.
I have my jukebox going on my head in my mind when you're talking. I've had like four songs throughout this reading just come and jump into my head. And the last one was It's Electric, Boogie Boogie Woogie. And I'm like, stop. I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah. So when you
But
said
that's
that, I
the
could
energy
really.
for September for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah. When you're like, oh, I feel something. Would you say I feel good about September?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's just happy vibe, happy,
Yeah.
excited vibe.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be, and it's gonna be a good go. Let's go, go, go vibe. So
Yeah, yeah, that'll
yeah.
be great. I'm so looking forward to it.
Me too. I'm ready. Normally, I'm not ready for September, but this September, I'm ready for September. All right, let's see what Archangel Michael has to say about the lovely month of September, since we've kind of got all our stuff going on.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Oh yeah, definitely a fun September. And the truth to yourself. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And that is so
Hmm,
beautiful. It's a unicorn.
that's
It's an
pretty.
angel. And the prayer for this one says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength.
Nice.
Yes. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly.
And act accordingly.
Yes.
Sometimes we have a little trouble admitting the truth to ourselves or realizing our own truth.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is not the same for everybody.
No. No. Because what you might think is the truth, maybe somebody else's, like, not, like Marge said, not their truth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, how does that one tie into everything we've just talked about? Because maybe there's something there that, because we are going to be defensive, that, you might have your guard up so much that there might be something that you completely miss. And
Yeah.
so that's why I'm thinking that this card came out, because it's saying admit the truth to yourself.
Hmm.
So even though you might be being a little defensive and stuff, maybe take a step
Examine
back.
why.
Mm-hmm.
Step back and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, because, and even with the first card, the King of Swords, you might like, who does this guy think he is? That be resentful because he's trying to give you some guidance and insight, and you might be one of those people that well, what does he know? Or something like that. And
Right.
so he's just there trying to give support. So yep.
That's
So
really awesome. I just
yeah.
love I just love this reading.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I'm thinking that this card March came out from Archangel Michael, because of everything we said. It's going to be all fun, but yes, there's also work involved, but it's still going to be a lot of fun for September. But I always say put yourself in other people's shoes before you act or speak out. You just
Right.
never know what the other person could have had a bad day or something, and you're just
Yeah.
on high hagus about da 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 whatever. And so, I'm thinking that's another reason why this card here
It
came out.
makes good sense.
Yeah. So
That fits very well.
yes. Well, I don't have anything else to add. I think we are looking forward to a good July, August, and September.
Yeah. It's
So it's
fabulous.
Yeah, I think how we're gonna do it, Marge, is gonna be, we're already kind of in the middle of the hill, and then July is gonna come, we're gonna reach a little bit, and then August is gonna, and then September, we're just gonna be go, 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 go.
You're going off the edge.
Yeah,
Like the
so
roller coasters that creeping up, creeping up, creeping up, and all of a sudden it's like go,
oh
boom,
yeah,
off you
boom.
go.
Yeah, so I think people, that is definitely how it's gonna be for July, August, and September. It's gonna be a whirlwind once we hit that September. So
Lots of stuff going on.
yes. Well, I don't
There's a
have
lot of
anything.
growth in that reading as you look through it. There's a lot of growth in it,
Oh my
growth
God.
opportunities.
Hmm. Every day there's definitely a growth opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
So we just sometimes miss that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Carol.
You're
Thank you
welcome. I
for
hope
that
this,
guidance. I love it.
yes, I hope this helps y'all, that y'all are checking us out here, our lovely Neuvias, conversations with Neuvias at that. So, my name is Carol. This is Marge. We will be closing our little beautiful podcast out tonight, or wherever you are in the world, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. But yeah, follow us at www.nuvicia.com. And what do you always have to say, Marge?
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions or concerns or just want to talk to us. We're here for you.
Absolutely. We thank you again, and we will
Thank
see
you.
you next time.
All right. Thank you. Love you all.
Love you all.